welcome to Talks with Q podcast. This is episode 3, and I have another special guest. Everybody know her. If you don't know her, then yeah, I don't know what's going on with you. But I have my sister Joya. I've been knowing Joya since how long? I was like 9.
You were in elementary school.
I was like
think
9 to 10.
I probably was like 7th grade, so maybe you were like 4th or 5th grade.
Yeah, you been had since I was. How many years that is? Like over 20. That's crazy.
Yeah, we old now.
We are. That's crazy. I wish, you know what, in this episode we'll put up some pictures of us.
Oh no, please don't. You got pictures?
My mama still got them pictures.
Throw them away, Miss Chantel, please.
I'm gonna tell her to send them to me, and I will pop them up on here so they can see us.
Throw them away.
They were like, we was a little raggedy, like we was cute though. But yes, y'all, I have Joya here with me. So we're gonna talk about today PCOS, and this episode is called Navigating Womanhood with My Sister. If you get it, you get it. But we're going to talk about it. So before we get into this episode, I do want to talk about how a lot of people don't know, and I did research that experts estimate that 5 to 10% of women between the ages of 18 and 44 have PCOS. That is a lot of women. And also up to 70% of women with PCOS are undiagnosed. That's like basically the whole world.
Right, like most people have it and don't even know they have it.
And don't even know. So I feel like this is a good topic for us to talk about, especially because we always you talk about it a lot on Facebook. And I noticed like a lot of girls in Augusta, they be like, oh, I have that symptom or I have that. And a lot of them don't know that they have like PCOS. And for me, I knew something was wrong with me when something was going on in my head. And I was like, I know. And something was just off. Yeah. But so we definitely going to talk about that today. But before we get into that subject, tell a little bit about yourself. Let the listeners know about you. Just a little bit. Yes.
Well, like she said, I'm Joya. I'm from Augusta. I have a daughter. I kind of an entrepreneur. I dabble in a little bit of everything.
And she needs to start back, but that's a topic.
That's another topic for another day. I'm also a step aerobics instructor. I've been doing that for a while. I like to travel. I'm very low key now. I used to be out and about, but now you really don't see me. I just, we've changed. Yeah. We've changed. We be in the house now. We used to be outside, but yeah, I just be relaxing, chilling, staying out the way.
Okay, cool beans. We be in the house
because we was outside so much. Now
we was outside when we were supposed to be outside.
Was not supposed to be outside at all. So now I'm over outside. I stay inside.
Yes. Okay, so how you feeling today overall? I've been trying to ask my listeners just to get in y'all brain. How you feeling overall?
I actually feel good today. On the way over here, I was kind of reflecting. I don't know, maybe you knew that I was reflecting on the way over here. I was just like, it's just crazy because prior to this year, I was going through so much mentally, financially, just struggling in my head. And I hide it. I'm like, my worries don't have nothing to do with everybody else. So I will come up and be positive and people won't know it. And I was like, I feel like with me just looking at the bigger picture, staying down, being positive, I was just reflecting on this year. This has been a great year. Things have changed mentally. I'm doing great.
That is, I'm so proud of you.
I'm doing great.
And I remember when you posted your before and after, it's crazy, right? Because it's a joke how your friends be like, they don't tell you how big.
They don't tell you. I just had this conversation with my friend Cherie. I don't know if you know Cherie, Tootie.
Yes.
I was telling her the other day we was having a complete different subject, and she was like, I remember you told me we was fake because we didn't tell you. I said, because y'all was fake. Nobody told me.
Right.
But it happened during the pandemic because we were inside. I was stressed, just about life overall, scared I might get COVID. And I was like, ain't nothing else to do. I'm just going to eat. And I gained so much weight. Lord Jesus.
And I didn't even notice. How you don't notice really sometimes because you don't be in we don't be in each other's world daily.
Right.
And so when you posted your before and after, I was like,
I was hiding. I knew I was big. I didn't want nobody else to know, baby. I knew. I'm not naive, so I stayed in the house. In the house.
And so like when you posted that, I said, hold on. And not like in a joking way, but I was like, wait, but she never been. When this happened?
I was in the house. Wasn't nobody gonna see me. I knew it. I was
y'all
like,
about to talk about me.
If you didn't see me at work, you was not gonna see me.
I'm like, when you posted it before and after, I was like, you look good. Like, you look so good. So we're going to talk about that too, like when you started like your weight loss journey and stuff like that, whatever. But before that, we're going to do an icebreaker. Okay. You ready? I don't think this is going to work though.
Because you know me.
Exactly, because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So I might just have to do the last one because I was going to do 2 truths and 1 lie. That's not going to work.
Quandra known me for 20-something years, so I don't know if that's going to really work.
No.
You know.
Okay, so we're just going to go back to the first icebreaker I did with Vontae. We're going to think of the same. So I always try to, with this one, think of the same word. Dang, I'm going to have to do 2 truths with 1 lie with somebody else. Okay. So we're going to think of the same state. We got to think of the same state. We're going to do 3 tries of the same state. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Louisiana.
We was close. We was right there. They right there beside each other, so that kind of, that kind of counts.
Okay, we was close.
That kind of count.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my instinct. It's my first instinct. Okay, you ready? I think we're gonna I feel like you gonna say what I want to say.
I don't know, cause I got 3 that I could say, but I don't know which one you might say.
That's what I'm. Okay. Oh, please say it, because I feel like we got the same 3, but we're not going to say it.
We not.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Florida.
What was your other 2?
New York.
It was New York and California.
Mine was New York and Kansas.
Okay, we had 2 then. Okay.
Yes. Okay. We got it right.
Keep it simple and easy.
Black people love Florida though.
They do.
We do. We love Orlando. They hate to see us coming.
That part. I used to live down there.
Joy, when you moved to Orlando?
Remember before I had Jay, I moved to Florida? And then I snuck back to Georgia? Yeah, I lived in Tallahassee and Orlando.
No.
Yeah.
See how we minding my business? I don't remember.
It wasn't long. It was like for a year.
Okay, that's probably why.
Yeah.
It wasn't, because then I would have been like, okay, she's missing. I don't see her, so where you at? Okay, yeah. See, I be minding my business. Cause I don't remember you going to Florida.
That was 2016, 2015, 2015. Yep, 2015.
Yeah, I probably was at SSU in Toxic Overlake, but that's
girl, that's exactly why I came back from Florida with a baby, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Anyway.
Neither here nor there.
Okay, so the first question is, we're going to get into the topic. When did you find out you had PCOS?
So, when I was living in Florida, so funny that we trickle right into that.
So it's crazy.
I started using birth control in high school. I was on it for so long. I think I probably tried to get off like 2015. I think I was 23. And when I got off, I had been on it for so long, your cycles usually come regularly because you own birth control is regulate your hormones. So when I got off, they were just not coming. So I was like, maybe it's taking some time to get out of my system. So I gave it a few months. And still, like, I might get a period, I might not. It might come this month. I might not see it again for like 3-4 more months.
That's crazy.
What I will say is I noticed the doctors in Florida and Orlando, they're more thorough than the ones I've experienced here.
So maybe I need to go to Florida.
You might need to, because when I went there and I told them I was having issues, it was not, we just gonna push, birth control. We just gonna do that.
That's what they do here. Oh my God.
When I say I had a completely different experience, because also when I first got pregnant, I found out in Florida, and even that, like, the way they took care of me, because I had PCOS, they considered me high risk, so they did a lot more than when I moved here. It was completely night and day compared to what I experienced when I moved here. But
wow,
back to that. So I went and I was just letting them know, like, hey, I'm having so many issues with my cycles, and they were just they just hopped right on it. So what they did was I took a hormone test. They said that my testosterone levels were 3 times higher than what they should have been. They did an external and internal ultrasound. And I think the results of the internal ultrasound, I didn't have an exact number, but it was 25 plus cysts on each ovary.
Jesus Christ.
So it was a lot. And just talking on how it's different from there and here, this was 9 years ago. My doctors here know I have PCOS. Never once have they tried to like recheck my hormones. Never once have they tried to, you know, do an ultrasound, see what you're doing, give you any kind of suggestions. Always, well, you know, you can get on birth control. And I'm like, this is not what I experienced down there. Now it's just birth control.
They don't care.
I don't really have no option for you. It ain't really much, and I'm going to give you.
I hate that. Yeah.
Just, okay, you got PCOS. Next topic. That's basically how it goes. Like, there's nothing.
I thought I was the only one that felt like that.
No.
Like, here. Well, I ain't been nowhere else, but I need to go to Florida for my checkup, so I would take that flight.
When
I
say it was completely different when I was down there. Completely different. But
that's crazy. Like, I found out when I was, you said 23?
Yeah, 23.
I found out when I was 23 because I had Jay going on to 20, they may be in 24, 23, 24. But,
get out my life, Quandra, because I had Jay when I was 24. Get out my life.
No, so I had Jay when I was 23.
Okay, so get out my life, girl.
And so I found out the year after I had him, so 24.
Okay.
Because, like, I was starting getting hair on my face. Like, I was looking like a whole man. And somebody, I can laugh at it now, but this girl, she didn't like me. She said I had a goatee.
Oh.
You don't even know what I was going through.
That's so mean.
That was so mean, right?
Was it bad, though, like the hair?
It was like, it wasn't bad because I always pluck, but you can tell, like, I had hair bumps. I was dealing with, like, scarring.
Really?
Yeah, girl, my face was so up.
And you look so good. Like, I didn't know. Your skin looks good now.
You remember I posted on Facebook that before and after? Did I post that? Remember? It was a while ago.
I don't know.
But I'm going to show it to you before we leave. But my face was so bad. Like, the hair, it was bad. Like, laser hair saved my life, for real. And so I found out I had PCOS. So my doctor here, I'm going to give him his credit. His name is Dr. Trussell. He moved back to Tennessee, and I was sad.
Yeah.
And a white doctor too, but he was very thorough. Like, I told him after Jay, I said, I'll just keep having hair on my face. I'm just feeling this, and that. He said, you may have PCOS, but he said, I don't want to diagnose you yet until we check. He said, I'm going to get you your blood test. He said, your hormonal test. I'm going to check your uterus, your ovaries, all of that stuff. They did everything.
That's
like
good.
He was on it, and I've had PCOS. My testosterone levels was through the roof.
Yeah.
My insulin levels was through. I was like, am I about to be a diabetic?
Right.
And he was like, no, he was like, it can lead to that if you don't take care of yourself. But that's when I was going through all that. So I'm like, dang, like, okay. And so that's when I like just started taking care of myself a little more. And I noticed when I went to another doctor, I forgot what he do. He specialized in hormones too. I forgot the exact name, but he was like, my levels. Yep, them people. And so I went to him just to check when Dr. Trussell left, just check my levels and stuff. And he was like, everything is starting to level out. It just, my androgen levels just a little over. So I found out then, and it's like, with that, I noticed like everything, what they say, like the symptoms, because I thought I'll be going crazy. Like, why I'm sad today? Like, why do I feel depressed? Like, why everybody over here happy and I'll be happy today and then tomorrow I'm just sad and nothing is going wrong.
For no reason.
Or like I'm overstimulated. Anything trigger me will overstimulate me. Like I get overstimulated so fast.
Me too, girl.
Like I'm talking, you could just touch me and I'll be like, like for real. And I'm like, I hate it. I hate it. So I hate PCOS so much. I ain't even gonna lie. That's like my true deep feelings. I hate it because I know what we go through is not normal.
Right. It's not at all.
It's not normal. And I hate it so much. So that's when I found out. And now I've been trying to, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
We're going to keep talking about it. So my next question for you is, what else? Oh, what made you say, well, you kind of answered like, you did say that, because I was going to ask you, like, what made you say, like, let me go get checked out. That's when your cycles, like, wasn't coming.
Yeah.
So, like, are they still like that now?
Girl, they're still like that. So, I literally never know when it's coming. So, that is, as a woman, it's very stressful because say if I want to go on vacation, I don't know if my period gonna come on when I'm on vacation or not. So you know they do have like certain pills where you can take to prevent it from coming on. So if I'm going on vacation, I might do that, or I might use birth control for like a month just so I can make it come on before I go. Like I have to do so much extra stuff just to be able to enjoy vacation. It's very annoying.
And does that make you feel like you just walking on eggshells like every day?
I'm gonna show you what what they look like. Because I have to track them in my phone only because they come so randomly. You know, you go to the doctor, they always say when your last cycle. Like, I don't know. Let me go check. This just happened last week. I told you I was really sick last week. So I went to the doctor early this week. And, of course, they're asking when your last cycle. And I was like, October. You know, she was like, so why should I prescribe you medicine? Like, how do I know you're not pregnant? I was like, because I got PCOS. She was like, no, that's not good enough. Go pee in that cup. I was like, I promise you I'm not. But, you know, I have to go through that all the time. And they be like, I don't believe you. So this is what December. So most normal, healthy people should have had 12 cycles by now, or they about to get their 12. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 this year. And the year almost over.
What?
So I had one January 15th, February 25th, March 21st. So they were not regular, but, you know, April 30th. And then I didn't have one until June. So I skipped the whole month of May. June, I had one in August. Skipped September, didn't have one until October, and I haven't had one since October.
That's crazy.
So I have to track them because they're so all over the place, like I don't know. And it's like every time I think, like, okay, they kind of getting back there, then it's like, nope, 100 days, no period.
Wow. So how that's like affected your life, like when it comes to dealing with that, like motherhood, job, relationship, like how has PCOS like impacted your life?
Oh Lord, I feel like the hormones, like you said, you feel like you crazy. Like, why am I so frustrated today? Why am I so angry? Why am I lashing out? Why am I so snappy over the most simple things? And you know you dead ass wrong for even getting mad about the most simple things. So then you have to check yourself and go back and apologize because you really can't help it. Like,
girl, I thought I was over here going through that. Oh,
and
my
I be like,
God.
am I crazy? Is it the PCOS? Like, what is it? Like, why am I so overwhelmed? And like you said, I don't want nobody touching me. I don't want people in my face all the time. I don't want to talk to people all the time. Like, it's just, my patience is so thin, and I know it's just because my hormones are so out of whack. Everything overstimulates me. I really like sitting in the room, in the bed by myself. Like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to be bothered some days. And I know it's because of my hormones.
That's crazy. So how's that like with your relationship? Like, how does he help?
He be sick of me.
He love you though.
He does.
I feel like a man who has a woman with PCOS, they are strong. They are the strongest men on earth.
Because our testosterone probably higher than theirs. Let's start there. It's probably higher than theirs. They're like, Lord.
So how does that like plays a part like in the relationship though? Like how does he handle you? Like, I
think at this point it's been so long, like he knows not to take things personal. Like, if I'm feeling some type of way, he has to know that I'm direct. So if you've done something to cause me to be irritated, I'm going to tell you. So if I have not told you anything, don't take it personal. It's not you. So he's kind of learned dealing with me, because first he used to take everything personal. Like, you acting a little funny. Like, did I do something? Are you not telling me something? But he's learned. He knows when I need space. Like, he can tell when I'm having a bad day. So he's very supportive.
That's good. So how is it like, again, like with motherhood? Like, how does that play a part?
Having PCOS and trying to be a gentle parent and not be, you know, how previous generations were, where they just lashing out and not apologizing and beating you for no reason for kids being kids. So, and
they probably got PCOS and don't even know.
That part probably do. So it makes me have to check myself before I react. Like, I have to think and not just react now.
Yes.
So I have to, it helps though, because I know I'm not just making rash decisions. So it does make me second guess myself and think before I react. But it's hard though, especially if you got a little clingy, little loving, want to be on you, hang on you, in your face, mommy, give me a kiss, hug, this, and it's like, girl, please. I'm so overstimulated. Please just give me 5 seconds and
God.
please don't touch me right now. I deal with that
I be feeling so Joya.
all the time.
I thought it was just me. I be over here feeling so bad.
Yes.
Because like I had my mom was like, "Come here, Jay, give me a hug," and I kiss all on him.
Yeah.
And it's like when he ready, I was like, "Don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. Get off me. You're aggravated. You're aggravated." But it's not them.
Right.
It's really like it's like your hormones, they kick in at the wrong time. And I see myself like sometimes I do lash out because people look at me and I be telling people like they look on the outside, you know, just from the outside. Like, and trust me, I'm a great parent, but I do have my moments where
you love your baby.
I be like, man, like,
right.
And I be like, ooh, I'm sorry, and I have to go back, and I be like, Jay, I'm so sorry. I hurt your feelings.
That's the biggest thing though. And, like you are going back and saying you wrong versus just, you know, let him think he did something wrong.
And I think now Jay is learning too. They so smart. He's like, Mom, do you need some space?
Oh, that's
like,
so cute.
Yeah, he was like, do you need a little time? Because you look a little overwhelmed.
Aww.
And I just be over there about to cry because I be like, I'm like, he just know I am out of whack.
Right.
It's my hormones. And so he be like, okay, then he'll come back. Are you okay? I'm like, I'm good now, buddy. Right. He be like, okay, I'm just checking on you. And I be like, I don't like it because I don't want to be the overstimulated parent.
Right.
I don't at all. And I be trying so bad. And I think now I'm just learning to, it was a meme where the lady, because I think she has PCOS, I can't remember. And she was like, when your kids come to you, you be like, what? And you be like, what? Okay, what? Okay, yes, what is it? But it don't be because we're frustrated. It's be like that at the wrong time. Our hormones probably be like right here, and you like lashing out. Right. And so I really think it does plays a good part and a bad part when it comes to parenting. And we're going to talk about more how it affects relationships too, like friendships and relationships. So yes, how has affecting tomato our relationships, like with like friendships. I'm gonna start off with friendships. Like with me, I get to
I know you're finna speak my life. That's why I'm laughing.
With friendships, I go into isolation. Like I could be 1 minute texting my friends for a whole week straight, and the next minute they don't hear from me about 2 to 3 weeks. And they probably be like, I ain't no good friend. She don't check in. What is wrong with her? She just think about herself. But it real deal be like between like life itself and like work and our hormones is not in order like everybody else's. It's like I don't know how to be a friend right now. Like, what do I do? What I supposed to do? Like, just look at, because if you come over here, we just gonna be crying. Like, you sit on this couch, we just gonna start crying because I don't know what to do.
Right.
So, like, how does that, like, impact, like, your relationship, like, with your friendships?
So, I think the biggest thing I struggle about is because we struggle so much with our own hormones and emotions. I don't have the capacity to deal with their emotions. So it's like if you trauma dumping on me and you're not asking me if I'm in the space to accept your trauma dumping, I might just not respond. And I don't want to be that person because I don't want you to think that I'm the friend that's not there for you, but I'm overwhelmed. So like, how can I deal with
on the phone in silent too? Like,
I don't talk. They know not to call me. My friends really don't call me we can text. Don't call me. Please don't. If we need to talk, I'll see you in person, but I get overwhelmed my phone ring. I really don't answer my phone. So my friends have learned me over the years, just don't call her unless it's an emergency, but no.
So you were saying like when they trauma dump, how does that make you feel?
For one, I feel like, I don't want to sound insensitive because it might sound insensitive, but it's like, it's different. Like, first of all, if you trauma dump about the same thing you keep trauma dumping about, it's like at this point, it's like, okay, so what we gonna do about it?
That's me.
Because I need a plan of action. You keep telling me the same thing over and over, but what are you doing about it? Like, I don't want to hear that. If you're not coming with solutions, I don't want to hear it. And I just feel like sometimes because I'm so overwhelmed. I'm just not in the space to receive their trauma dumping. It drives me crazy.
So like for me, sometimes I be feeling so bad because I feel like when I do come to my friends, well not all of them, but like probably like 1, 2 ish. You know, I'm telling about what I got going on. You know, I can let it out, but it's like as soon as they start, I cannot. I'll get so overwhelmed. I'll be like, okay, all right. And it's not intentional, but I don't think they understand. Like, it's not me.
Right.
It's not me. So when they start talking about the same thing or like just talking about their life and stuff, I think I can't handle if it's like bad, like, okay, so I'm going through this and this and that, because I think it'll trigger my hormones to where it'll get me like overstimulated. But if they're talking about something good, it boosts my hormones to like, oh, okay, girl, okay, what else? So, okay, we're going here. Okay, you did that. Okay, oh, so you passed your, you know. But when they start talking about like, you know, they want to vent and it's like not good, it put me in a space like, I don't want to hear it.
Right, and I don't even know what to say back.
Me neither, because
I don't even know what to say.
So I thought it was just me.
No.
Like, and I be feeling so bad because it's like, I feel like I can't be there for them how they want me to, because it's like, y'all, I can't even handle my own stuff. So imagine dealing with PCOS, your hormones out of the way, trying to deal with life itself on top of everything else. That's what I told you, like, we was talking behind the scenes, like, I've been gone for, like, I barely been talking to my friends, texting my friends, because I'm trying to deal with everything else, my hormones, and I don't like to dump my stuff on people.
I'm the same way.
So it's like, I'm not being a bad friend. I feel like we are probably being a bad friend.
I don't think
not a bad friend, but I think we just, like, we trying to, it probably looked like we're a bad friend, but it's like we're not a bad friend. But I think I really want them to like really learn like what I really deal with, because I don't think they understand like how bad it is. Because sometimes I get it to them like LOL, well, oh, I'm like, no, this for real. Like, ain't no LOL and nothing. Like, ain't nothing funny. Like, this is serious. And so, you know, that's what it comes with when I deal with my friends. I think
it's because we know how we feel when they dump everything on us, so we try not to dump it on them. That's when we isolate and retreat and we keep it to ourselves, versus
and I think that's where we mess up
as soon as something bad happens, they coming straight to you, and it's like, I'm not in a space to receive it. I don't do that to you because I know how it makes me feel. So I think they just, you know, it's just because they don't feel the way we feel, they probably feel like it's okay, I'm going to come.
Yeah. And I think, like, when I do tell people I got PCOS, they're like, oh, well, you know, I'm like, no, y'all, this stuff is for real. And it's like, as you get older, I feel like it gets worse.
Yeah.
And I feel like that now, especially like me going into 30, I've been like,
getting old. My little sister getting old, y'all.
Girl, so I recently found out, like, I got 2 fibroids. I haven't told nobody, like, my mama, all them gonna know, like, now. I don't be want to, it be too much. No, I lied. I did tell them in the group chat or whatever. I lied, but I recently found out I had 2 fibroids. And this goes back to you when you was like how Georgia and Florida is night and day when it comes to that. Because the lady who did my ultrasound, she was great. She took her time. I was up there like, okay, what's going on? Like, is everything okay? So she was taking her time, and I ain't gonna lie, I peeked over at the X when I was leaving. I was like, she marked 2 things. I was like,
what's that?
But I left. So the doctor came in and was like, yeah, you have 2 little fibroids. But like, she said they this small, like, as her thing. And so she was like, but this is what made me now consider, I'm trying to find a good black OBGYN. Okay. But some of them lazy too.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. But I really want to find just a good, I don't care if you, like, at this point, I just want you to care about me and what I have going on and be thorough, like you said. And so, what happened? So during that conversation, you know, when I was reflecting before our episode over this week, and I was just like, I want to find a new OB. Because when she told me, she was like, yeah, you have, 2 little fibroids, they're this small, but you don't have to worry about it. You know, you could keep enjoying making kids, I have PCOS.
Right.
when you having fibroids on your uterus, it may be hard for your eggs to attach an implant to your uterus because the egg, ain't no telling where it might go to that side, might wherever it wants to implant on, and the fibroid may be in the way. I need details, ma'am. You need to go. We need to go deeper in this because I want more kids.
Right.
And it's like, as I'm up here researching myself and having PCOS driving myself crazy, but it's like, okay, also too, I'm researching because like I need to know. And sometimes when you do have, a lot of women don't know they have fibroids. And so like me, that played another like emotional part. So I'm like, okay, I got PCOS. Now I got 2 little fibroids. I want more kids.
Right.
My hormones is up and down. I got to keep tracking when I'm ovulating. Like making sure I'm ovulating on time enough. Are these eggs releasing? Are they coming out? Okay, so when they do release, are they going to implant on this uterus? Are these 2 little fibroids, even though they're small, are they going to be in the way? So it's like I got all these things in my head, and it's like, okay, now I'm battling with, do I want to get them removed even though they're real small, or are they going to be okay?
Right.
Because she told me, well, you don't have to worry about getting them removed.
Second opinion.
I'm talking about second opinion. Because I don't care if they was this small.
Right.
Are they going to be in the way? Because we don't know where these eggs are going to implant.
Right.
You don't know. Don't nobody know. They're just going to find a place wherever they go. And if they're in the way, then it's going to be, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like with that, that's what I'm dealing with now at the age of 30. And I never thought I would have these thoughts, but like that biological clock, those little thoughts started to kick in. And I'm like, okay, I'm turning 30. I'm like, I feel like I ain't got enough time. But then I go back to my Bible and I say, you did it for Sarah, you did it for Hannah, you did it for them, you did it for Elizabeth. So I'm like, okay, I know you can do it for me. But I'm also on the other end, like, but we still here.
Yeah.
So
you still young, girl. You got time. People having babies at 40s and everything else. Not saying you want to have none that old, but it's possible.
Yes,
it's
and I'm still keeping like my faith in that because I'm gonna have 2 more. That's crazy because people look. I want 2 more.
I barely want another one, but you know.
I want 2 more. You don't want no more? Do you think like the PCOS has something to do with it?
I do. I think that has a lot with this topic and off this topic. But yes, I haven't been on birth control really in 2-3 years. Honestly, I should have been pregnant a long time ago. So it just, my cycles don't come regular. I don't ovulate regularly. I feel like, I think it's because I know I'm probably going to have such a hard time. I don't even try to think about it because I don't want to face the disappointment that if I am trying and it ain't going to happen. So I just try to, if it happens, it happens. It's kind of like what I'm on because,
But you just basically, like I said, trying to stay away from that.
Because, yeah.
And it's hard, don't get me wrong. And I think, too, when I had my first miscarriage, I probably had PCOS and didn't know because I had an OB before Dr. Trussell. Horrible. Don't recommend. 0 out of 10. I'm so serious. Because my first one was a biochemical pregnancy, miscarriage. And when I learned about it, like I said, between those, I had a positive pregnancy test, no cycle, nothing. I think I was going into my, went to go get my first ultrasound. And I remember like it was night and day. I had my positive, no problem. Okay, cool, I'm excited. Went in there, it was just like a set. And it was like, oh. They kept looking, and I just felt my whole body just empty.
Yeah.
And I was like, and it was like, yeah, we see it was something, but it just going. And that's what, like, when I was researching, you can be pregnant, and then the baby just, like, it just go. Like, and sometimes people will basically you'll think, like, it's your cycle, and it's not. It's all of that stuff just going out. And for me, doing that first one, they had to help me because I wasn't bleeding, you know, I ain't
Yeah.
have it, but I probably would have if I wouldn't have went.
Yeah.
But I think like for me, it is scary now to try
Yeah.
because like you said, you don't want to face the keep trying.
Right.
And it's like, okay, here we go again. And it's like, okay, well, my cycle's back on. Here we go.
Right.
And it's like, especially when you actually find that person who you're with and you want to marry, you finally found that one. And it's like, you want to give each other that.
Right.
And it's like, you're dealing with that. And it's like, it sucks. It's a lot.
does.
It's mental. It's emotionally draining.
It is.
It's emotionally draining. So that's why
I can't believe you got me talking about this.
Because you talk about it all the time, I see you talk about it all the time, and I feel like a lot of women need to really find like good OBs and good, and also to have a good partner that understands and what they're going through. Because my person now, he was willing to learn. He was like, okay, well, tell me everything so I can know like what's going on, like what this mean, and you know, X, Y, Z, because he don't know. Like men, first of all, they ain't gonna know. They men. They don't know. They don't know nothing about women parts except one.
Right.
That. Right.
Barely know about that part.
Barely. Literally. And so like for him, he was like willing to like learn like, okay, well, what's this? Well, how that affects and this and that. Okay, well, what do you need to do? And so
that's beautiful.
And yeah, so like now he's so big on me eating.
Yeah.
I don't eat in the morning. And I really think that deals with my PCOS. I don't be wanting food. Like I will wait to eat. I ain't eating now.
Quadra. Well, I had some fruit on the way over here, so I can't really. It was just like a little bit of fruit, so I can't.
And I think, and it goes back to us, you saying like you have ADHD. Once I start doing stuff, I'll be on the go.
Yeah.
I don't eat till about 11 to 12, and I'm like, oh, I need to eat. And it's like now, it's like at this big age of mine, I need to really pause and take a second and really start implementing like my eating habits and better, because I know that's going to play a big part of
It does.
You know, having kids, wanting to have kids, and stress levels. How you deal with your stress levels with PCOS?
Go to sleep. That's all I know how to do. Go to the gym and go to sleep. Like, I don't know. I might read a book. I might just isolate myself and stay to myself.
So I feel like for us now, since we talk about isolation, we're gonna find some better coping mechanisms.
We really do need to.
We do.
They even know in the house, like if I'm in a room, she really don't want to be bothered. When I come out, that means that I feel like being bothered. But if I'm in a room, they might come in, pop in, but they already know, like, she aggravated. Just let her be aggravated enough.
Yes, and I don't want to feel like that.
Right.
I be feeling like I'm just the Grinch. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like with me, like with my stress levels, like when it comes to that, my job.
Yeah.
Like about 2 weeks ago. And I think it does plays a part because for one, they always say like when women with PCOS, we have to keep our stress levels down. But it's like, how do we keep our stress levels down when our hormones is here?
Right.
That's the stress, like,
right.
You know? And so it's like with me, I'm learning I want to go back to doing things that make me truly happy. And that's me working for myself again, like, you know, decorating, taking pictures. Because, like, when I go decorate, I be tired.
Yeah.
But I be excited and tired. Like, it don't bother me.
Right.
Versus, like, when I'm going to that job and I'm just over here, like, I start doing this. I start doing this.
Lord.
And I'm getting overstimulated.
Yes.
As soon as somebody says something, I'm like, what? Huh? What? And it's like, I'm trying to learn how to get to a space where my stress levels is at a 2.
Yeah.
Not at a 10. I want them at a 2 because stress is natural. It comes. But I want to learn how to just regulate my stress levels.
Right.
Because I feel like I don't know how to. Except by cleaning up. That's mine. My
Cleaning
thing,
up.
I be cleaning up. I just start cleaning up, doing stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's not good. You're still adding stress to your life. So I think with us, we definitely got to figure that out. Also, it was on my heart. I think we should do an event with PCOS here for our community. What you think? I'm putting more stress.
I be down for whatever. Like when it comes to stuff like that, like I'm always down.
How you feel about that? Because I really think, like, when I see the girls talking on your post about it, it makes me excited to know, like, we're not the only ones.
Right. It's so common.
And half of them don't
So
know.
common, and they don't know.
I think we should do that. What you think? We should have like a little event. And it doesn't, we could talk about it, like the topic of it, but I want it to be more like of a stress release event.
That sounds good, because that's what we need.
We need something like that, because I feel like with us being moms, being in relationships, work, our personal lives, I feel like we have to really learn how to pour into ourselves.
Yes.
And we do have to put ourselves first sometimes, because if not,
Yes.
I feel like I said, it goes back to us not being good friends, but at least trying to just show up a little bit more, and then
I had to check myself about that. About being overwhelmed and just not feeling social and not showing up the way I did. Like I had to really check myself. Like you really got to start showing up for people more. So I've been working on it.
And I think I've been slacking with that too. I'm not gonna lie. Because I'll be on the phone with my boyfriend. I'm just tired. I don't feel like doing. I ain't even gonna lie. Today I ain't doing nothing for nobody. I don't want to do nothing for nobody. Like, I don't want nobody to even look. I'm talking about, if it ain't life or death, I don't want to do nothing. And it's like, I do have to have a balance of showing up and taking a break.
Yes.
Because I feel like I haven't been showing up. I haven't.
I think on the opposite end, I wasn't really showing up for nothing. So then I tried to overcompensate by showing up for everything. Then I burnt myself out, and I realized, like you said, it got to be a balance. Like
overextending.
It got to be a balance.
Because we feel guilty not showing up. Then we're overextending, and then the hormones start tricking in. Ooh, then Lord. You hate everybody now. You tired of everybody. You don't want to see nobody. Don't nobody call me. And it's like, for real. So it's like, we got to have that balance.
You got to find a balance. I think I found the balance at this point in my life. Like, people got to be okay when I say no. Know that if I say no, it's because I really mentally, I just cannot do it. And you just got to accept that if you plan on being in my life. And
so I learned, too, to just let people know, like, I can and I can't. So that was that. So my question before my last question is, why do you feel like PCOS is not talked about enough in the Black community?
One, I feel like people probably don't go to the doctors regularly the way that they should, for one.
That's true.
I feel like sometimes there's a stigma with just talking about health issues in general. That's why I talk about stuff. I have a lot of health issues, and I try to post about stuff to let people know that they're not alone. Some people may not have the resources financially, the insurance to, really go to doctors the way they should, to really know what's going on with their body. So I try to like post stuff and say, like, oh, I got this. These are the symptoms I saw. So they can kind of say, hey, this resonates with me. Maybe this is what I have. Maybe I should go talk to somebody. So
even if they can't, especially us, like learning, okay, well, I drink this type of tea to regulate this, or I do this and do that. So even if they can't go to the doctor, which sucks, I just feel like Medicare should be free, doctors, but whatever. That's neither here or there. We're not even going to get on that subject. Take me to Europe. They have free health care. And
I don't even want this.
Yeah.
Right. Don't even get me started on that.
Listen, that'll be a whole nother episode. Listen. But also, too, I try to do that, too. But I feel like you better with me with that. Like, just posting, like, the things that we use and, like, drink and stuff like that and what we eat. Also, too, it plays a part in what you eat.
It's definitely.
A lot of people eat a lot of processed food, a lot of quick this, a lot of quick that. And sometimes, and it also, too, like I said, can't afford a lot of stuff, so it sucks. So I always try to recommend people, like, try to Google, like, what's the better option for this and what's that. And I think
I can do a better job in that department, too. I can do. Like, when I first found out I had PCOS, like, I was devastated. I was like, I ain't gonna be able to have kids. Like, I was so sad, and I feel like I literally went by the book, everything that I should do. And it's like I had my child, and it's like, okay, well, I got my baby, and I just kind of like, whatever, I'm gonna do what I want to do again, which I need to go back. I was very strict. I really only ate, whole foods, nothing processed, didn't really have no sugar, drunk my spearmint tea a couple times a day, made sure I took all my vitamins. I was very, very,
look, I'm looking
very.
at you. I'm talking about.
I was
You
very
look better.
good at what back then, and then it's like I fell off the wagon. So I got to get back because I know sugar is a really big problem with
It's a
PCOS
huge
because
problem.
that spikes your
But
insulin and insulin resistance.
everything, it's like you don't know what to get.
That
like
too.
you don't know what is at this point. I feel like all we can do is just drink water.
Right.
Like literally, like I'll be up there like, okay, no added sugar. Okay, one added sugar, but that one
Right.
added sugar might do this. So it really be hard. And also too, I think a lot of black women is not comfortable talking about it because they always look at us like we just aggravated and so mean and so. But a lot of women don't know they're dealing with PCOS.
Right, we struggling.
hormones.
Your hormones are all out of whack. You can't feel normal when you out of whack.
Yeah. So it's like just trying to figure out how to get them in order, and it's no way. It's no way. So
Oh, girl,
I don't know. It's hard.
it's very hard.
It's
but
very hard. It's some days where I just be crying in here. I just cry because I be like, God, take it away. Like, take it away. Like, you can do that. You heal the blind.
Right.
You done parted seas. Take the PCOS away from me. Like, take it away. Like, I be praying that prayer, but I'm like, this what you want me to deal with? I'll suffer.
You do good. You working out. You taking care of yourself.
I haven't worked out in 2 months.
Well, you are working out. You can start back.
Start back.
You take your vitamins. You drink what you're supposed to drink. It may get better.
It will.
Yeah.
I haven't worked. That's the thing too. I feel like I haven't done. When I tell you, I feel like I haven't done nothing for myself.
That's been me the last few months as well. So I can relate.
Yeah, but I'm gonna start working out. I'm gonna start getting my life back together because I think now, like what we talked about off camera, made me realize, like, okay, you got to really. I feel like we gotta work 10 times harder.
We do.
I told God I don't want to be the strongest soldier. I don't want to do the strong soldier thing no more.
And then the people that don't appreciate nothing, it just, hand it to them, and then there's
the ones who just able to get pregnant, ain't got to worry about no hair growing on their face. They don't have to worry about nothing. I just feel like y'all better not take that for granted because what we have to deal with is like, it's not for the weak.
Exactly.
It's not for the weak. So, but my last question is, again, if you had the world attention for 5 minutes, what will you tell them?
Well, first of all, this is completely off topic, but on the way over here, I was also thinking about you, and I was like, I've known Quandra for so long. I was like, if y'all knew Quandra when she was little, I love my baby, but she was a little hothead. She was a little feisty. Quandra was mean. Quandra was bad and always in something. And to see you now, like how far you come, you so calm, you so mature, you about your business. You got so many talents. You so creative. You do so much stuff. And I was like, this girl is a bomb photographer.
Thank you.
You're a bomb. You carry yourself so well.
Not
you
to give
carry
me my
Jay
flowers.
so well. You are very good at everything you do. Like, I can tell whatever you do, you put your all into it. Like, you don't half step when it comes to nothing. And I was just dropping it like, I'm so proud of you because I've seen you come from little hothead Quandra to now you mature. And I just want to let you know that I'm so proud of you.
I'm supposed to be giving y'all flowers.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Like, you are here killing it for real. With everything you do, like, it ain't like, oh, Quandra's really good at this, but she just okay at this. Like, no, everything I see you do, it is bomb.
Thank
like,
you.
you are very talented.
That made my heart smile.
And
that
I'm
just
very
made
proud
me
of you.
smile. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I was.
My little baby was just
I was
just
mean.
Little mean, little Quandra. She was nice to me. That was my baby.
Yeah, I always been like, Joya, honey.
That was my
listen.
baby. You couldn't tell me nothing about Quandra. I don't care what you say. I got her back, right or wrong or indifferent. I don't care what you say.
I was mean, but people didn't realize too, this off topic, that we go through things growing up and don't know until that's why therapy is needed.
Girl.
Therapy is needed. So when them people, I always the stuff that you seen growing up, that was me, but it wasn't me.
Yeah, I understand completely.
Yes, like, but I was mean. I ain't give a damn
at all.
I ain't care. Soon as somebody say something to me, I'm popping off. Period.
Hothead.
It was just
very
like,
much a hothead.
but I was sweet too. I was a Sour Patch Kid.
You were
literally
very sweet.
a Sour Patch Kid. It was like 1 minute you mess with me, I'm going off on Facebook. I didn't care what it was. Facebook, in person, I'm fighting, taking up for myself. I don't care. But then when you like in my little presence, you get to, I was the sweetest thing ever.
Always were very sweet to me.
Yes,
always.
I was always a sweet person. I just ain't take no BS.
You didn't. That's why I said people that didn't know you then, I don't think they can really appreciate and be proud of you like the way that I am, because I know how you were before. Yeah. You were not horrible. I ain't saying you was horrible, but you was a little mean.
I was a little. I wasn't this. And I always accepted that I was not this. Like I told my boyfriend, I said, I was like, oh, now people like, I wish I met you.
No, you don't.
And we say that to each other, like we say like how our flaws was. And I told him, I said, I used to be mean. I didn't care. Like I used to lash out, I used to curse you out. Like no, the person that I am now is nothing but God. God in therapy, because I've changed a lot. Like, I wouldn't even fight you. I would look at you like, I'm not going to break no nail. You ain't about to be, like, because of my kid, of course, but like all that stuff and being in that space.
Right. You got so much to lose now.
I'm a child of God.
These
What's
people
wrong
ain't
with
even worth it. That part. They not worth it at all.
So, yes. Well, I'm supposed to give you your flowers. You done gave me mine.
Turn the tables on you, girl.
But before I give you your flowers, if I had the world's attention for 5 minutes, okay, she gave my flowers to the world. I would say to us women that your PCOS do not define you. Do not let it define you. Keep working through it. You control PCOS do not control you. You are great. You are beautiful. You are amazing. Your time would come with the things that you want to come. I think I'm talking to myself as well.
I was literally saying it in my head. I hope you are listening to the words that you're saying. I hope you listen to those words.
And it's going to happen. But yes, I am talking to myself as well. And I'm going to hold on to them words right here. And it's crazy. Last night, I was talking to my uterus. Like, life and death is the power of the tongue, right?
Yeah.
And I was telling my uterus, I said, you are going to be healed. You are our hold. You are going to have more kids. I said, them fibroids are not going to take over you. I was like, you are going to birth healthy babies. I was talking to my uterus last night. Yeah. Something came over me. I was like, look, God said, speak life into it, and that's what I'm going to do. So every day I'm going to talk affirmation to this thing. You hear me?
There's so much power in the tongue, and I don't think people realize that. We really got to be careful with the words that we put out into the atmosphere. So you keep doing that.
Yes, I am. That's another thing. So my new segment is giving flowers. So I started that with my last episode. So I want to tell you that
I'm not good with receiving stuff. I'm just going to be honest.
Me neither.
I'm not good at it. I be like,
look, it make you overstimulated. Yup. I want to tell you that I love you so much. Oh my God, y'all, I love Joya. Like, I've been knowing her again since I was like 9, 10. I love you. I am proud of you. You are amazing. You are amazing what you're doing. Your business with the step and things like that is going to be huge. It's going to be huge. You are going to be a great instructor. You are an instructor now. I didn't even post me on social media, but I was like on your page trying to get like, I have to get my little stuff. And I was like, look at her. Like, I am proud of you. You look great. You look amazing. You always been beautiful. I always loved your birthmark too. I love her.
I used to hate it back in the days.
I remember you said
I hated my birthmark.
And let me tell you, even then I knew I always been the odd kid, because when I first saw your birthmark, I said, oh, that's so cool. Something's wrong with me.
Most people are like, what is
that?
Why
and I was like, I loved it. And I was like, your name for it, y'all, we call her Cookie.
Don't be telling the world my name.
And even when I thought of that, I said it just goes so perfectly. Like, you're so beautiful. You are talented. Y'all, this girl be braiding her own hair. Like, what you can't do? You talk about me like, y'all, she can braid. She can put anything, like, whatever she put her mind to, you can do it. You are a great friend.
Thank you.
You are a great friend. You are a great girlfriend, spouse, soon-to-be wife. I'll put that on. When the time comes. But yeah, you are a great mom. And I just want to say I love you so much because we don't tell each other that often. And I feel like, again, time just passing by. And I always want to tell you that I love you. So anybody that
give me a hug, girl. Give me a hug over here. You know I love you. I always tell like Quandra is my baby. That was always my baby. Out of everybody on the dance line, this was always my baby right here.
Man, I was stuck up. I don't care. Even if my mom was on, I was stuck. What Joy is sitting there on the bus? I don't care if she had a boyfriend at the time. Baby. I'm under her like, I'm talking about same room, everything. I said, y'all got to have me by Joya. If I'm not by Joya, it's just not going to work.
That was and I was like, it's crazy because we not that far apart. We, 3 years?
I think, I'm about to be 30.
I'm about to be 33.
Yeah.
So we like 3 years apart. You know, back then that feels like such a big age gap. Yes. But I'm like, now, like, you still my little sister, but you a grown woman.
I know. Because you be like,
you a grown woman.
I be like,
she grown now, and I have to accept the fact that my baby is grown.
Literally, because like back then, it was like, yeah, like I'm 10, you're like 13.
Right, that's such a big difference during those ages.
It is, because like that's elementary school and you're middle school.
Right,
like you're about to be in high school.
And
so like I had to be under Jory. She was the captain. I'm like, I had to be. If y'all don't put me in the back, don't put me far away from her.
And you was always tall, so we know you about to be somewhere back too.
I had an attitude. I'm talking about attitude. I'm talking about I had to be under Joy. It just never failed. And it's like, and as you kept, I remember it broke my heart when you had to, because we started at a certain age in the band, and you went to Cross Creek and you left. Mm-hmm. Oh, baby. I said, what are we supposed to do now?
I had ended up going to CSRA, to the All-Star Band.
Yeah. You went there. And I had a whole attitude because I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, who I'm supposed to talk to now? I don't talk to nobody. I be under you. And I'm just like, well, if she leave, I'm going to leave next. I don't know where I'm going. But that's when I started.
I felt so bad.
Yes. Like, I'm about to go.
I really felt bad leaving. But it was just a whole nother level. And I wanted to push myself. And I don't want to leave my babies, but
I'm like, what? And so, but yeah, Joya always been my sister. Like, that's gonna always be my sister till we are old.
Right.
And
I don't
gray.
care if I don't talk to you for 5 years. That's my baby. When I see you, that's my baby.
So I'm gonna tell my mom. No, I ain't telling her. I'm gonna surprise her.
I haven't seen Miss Chantel so long.
Y'all know. No,
none of y'all. I just see. I see Tay on social media.
Yeah.
I ain't seen Lulu since forever. I ain't talked to Carlos since forever. Like nobody.
And we named Lulu. Yeah. That's not, like that ain't got nothing to do with her name. Like nothing. Aliciana, Lulu.
Right, Lulu.
Like, where did that come from?
And that, like, seeing her, I was like, oh my gosh, she's grown. Like that really y'all be making me feel old, real old.
Yeah, you getting up there.
I'm getting have to say that. I'm about to be 33 in March. 33.
Jesus year.
I'm getting old, girl.
Me too. I'm scared. I was happy. I'm ready to turn 30, but I'm a little nervous.
It hurt a little bit.
Like, that's grown. You know, we childish. Like, we are the childish adults.
This new generation.
Like, our moms, that was real grown. They was serious.
They were.
They were, like, too serious. I'm like, you're just so serious. Like, now we childish.
We play all day long. And I'm never going to change.
Ever. I always say I'm going to grow up.
No, I'm not.
My kids they're not going to they're like, man, you play too much.
That's how we going to stay young, because we childish.
Yes. But I am so excited to release this episode, y'all. We just rambling. That's why I love my podcast. I feel like my podcast is more we just be talking, relaxing.
We do. It makes you feel comfortable. And I didn't know what I was walking into. She ain't prepped me or nothing, so I was like,
I didn't.
I'm not a big like I don't really I'm a very surface level kind of person, like unless I really know you, so I didn't know what I was gonna get into with this. So
Yeah.
But I'm glad and thankful that, we can talk about it and help people, and hopefully, some of the stuff we talked about can help
Yes,
people.
and we definitely gonna do that. We're gonna have a little small retreat. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. But I want to do that. I want to have about like 10 girls or something. Again, because I can't have too many.
There's so
I
many.
can't.
I said there's so many people.
It's so many. You might have to break them down. Okay, y'all, part one, part two for this group, because I can't do a lot of people. We all gonna be overstimulated
and that's why it's so funny, because with me doing the whole fitness thing, like I be around so many people, and it's like I have to like fake like I'm not aggravated and overstimulated, and it's like I just go home and crash.
But do you get like overstimulated? Because I see you be so happy. So like in the moment, you don't think about it, but it's like afterward, it's like, oh.
It's like after a certain amount of time, like say if I have an event, I probably got to be around a bunch of people like 2-3 hours, and then we just go eat after. Then it's like after that, like I cannot get home fast enough. Like my social meter is gone, but I can't fake the funk. I got to fake the funk in front of people so they don't know.
So it's crazy,
and then I have to go home and just, I don't want to talk to nobody. Like, let me decompress.
So let me tell you how PCOS affects me, like me and my boyfriend relationship, because we go to the same church.
Yeah.
It don't affect our relationship like bad, but I can tell when my social meter goes off and he is still up there, because they don't deal with that. So we at church or whatever. It's so funny now that I think about it.
Yeah.
And after church we be socializing. I have my little social. I socialize because I love my church. So I talk a little bit, but I notice like, all right, it's time. So I start easing over to the corner. And I go to my, wait on him to sit. So I'm on my phone. Somebody walk, hey. He's still, hey.
Talking to everybody.
What's up?
Literally.
And I'm looking like, okay, we still ain't. All right, still haven't left yet. He coming up, baby, all right? How are you about to go? I was like, thank you, Jesus. Like,
that's so funny.
It is not because I don't want to be, because like I said, after church, I'm a hugger. I love talking, I love hugging, but my social meter, it dropped, it started to, so it's time for me to go. But with him, I'd be like, all right, baby, I'm almost done. Men, like, I just be like, oh,
so
look, in my head, I be like, oh, that meme?
Right.
Oh, that black girl who went by was like,
right. And then it's funny you say that, because I work at a big, I ain't gonna say I work at, I don't talk about stuff like that, but I work at a big company where I gotta literally talk to clients all day on calls, and I also gotta talk to coworkers all day.
Yes.
So by the time I get off, I don't want to talk to nobody. My boyfriend works at a warehouse where he's isolated all day.
So he
my
ready
child is a yapper, a certified yapper. So I come home, I need to decompress from talking to people all day.
Yep.
They want to be all over you and talk to them like, Lord, please, Lord. Yeah, so you try not to be that way.
So my boyfriend, he has I think for us, it works because we're long distance right now.
Okay. So
but
that does help.
It does help.
Yeah.
And he does, but we do give each other our time. He's great with that. Like, he like, babe, gonna get started in that, I'm gonna call you back, whatever. But I think, also too, he's learning when we do get that next point in our lives, like being together under one roof. He still knows, like, I'ma still need my time, because he say that, we talk about all the time. He's like, I know you're gonna need your little let me get my little 2 hours in.
Yeah,
I'm ready to conquer the world. We good. Just let me get me, and I promise you, we're good to go. So I think we learn it. That's good. Learning each other before you move in.
Yes.
Because it's like learning each other. He know how I am, and I need my space. And he steps in, like, he even steps in, like, over the phone. Like, if Jay I'm like, I ain't got the mental capacity. He'll put him on the phone. Bye.
That's so sweet.
Like, so it's that good balance, though, for real. So, yeah, look at us rambling, running our mouths. I love it.
We sat and talked, and who knows when.
It's been years,
It's been years.
Like, we'll talk over social media, little text now and then, but we haven't, like, sat and talk. Like, I just want a day, child, please. I want a day. I want to go out to eat with everybody. We do. I thought we should, but we need to be a day we haven't done nothing.
That part.
Nothing. Like a day where we don't do nothing, and we go eat, everybody catch up, and then that's all I need.
Right, that's it. Then I'm good.
I feel like that's too grown. I remember we just be able to hang out every weekend and just talk. Now we barely can just be an adult. Adult is ghetto.
I don't know. It's just certain stuff like homecoming. I never go to homecoming.
Oh, I don't go back.
Just
I
the thought
haven't
of
been
homecoming overstimulates me. Like I don't want to go and have to
I haven't been in the last 2 years. Mama's like, you going to homecoming? No. And I don't want to feel like I'm the, too good. It's not that.
It's really not that.
I can't do all that no more.
And I think some people take it as probably better than.
Yeah, they probably think like, oh, Quandra, why Quandra ain't come? Y'all, I promise it's not that. I be wanting to see y'all, but all of that at once, all them people get to start.
Small doses of people.
Nope. So that's just where I'm at in life. We're here.
We here. We making it. We making it the best we can.
That's all we can do. But yes, y'all know my favorite thing. Keep God first. Don't forget, keep your faith, keep your joy. And thanks for tuning in to episode 3. You still be on Instagram?
I do.
Right. I haven't been on social media. I don't know.
You don't? Okay.
Yeah, I've been taking off for a whole month of December.
Okay.
So let the listeners know where they can find you, because with my ADHD, I forgot your handle already.
My Facebook is Joya Shanique, and my Instagram is Judy on Duty _
Judy on Duty with the big booty.
You so silly.
But yes, I love y'all. Make sure y'all tune in and subscribe, and we're out.
Bye.